Hey, welcome to One Little Coder. In this video, we are going to learn about a new R package that helps us in creating fake dataset, and the package name is called fakir. So fakir is a package that helps you create fake dataset that you could use to teach a better data science, or probably you could use to write blog articles or to create tutorials, much more. So first of all, why do we need fakir, right? So we have got a lot of data sets like iris empty cars, which are definitely used and have been overused. So why do we actually need fakir is primarily because those data sets are quite irrelevant for someone who is starting with data science today. So I'm not saying that those data sets are not useful. Those data sets have been the product of really hard work of a lot of people, so I have got huge respect for it. But at the same time, when you look at the contemporary data science market or data analysis market, so you need data sets that resemble probably close to somewhat industry. So maybe you cannot get exactly as same as industry data set. A lot of open data sets are available, but when you want to teach, you don't want a lot of heavy data sets. So you want something small, light, that is quite resembling industry data set, and that is where fakir is actually helpful, because fakir has a set of data sets that resemble industry data set, and also it follows tidy principle, which means you don't have to do a lot of data pre-processing before you when you learn how to do a good amount of data science. And also it has got some part of missing values in both categorical and continuous variables. So if you want to teach missing value imputation type of concepts also, you can still use it. And again, the other thing is you've got some values variables which are correlated, which means if you want to introduce some statistical concepts, or if you want to talk about correlation, or if you want to draw a scatter plot and then show them how you can fit a line, so you can still use some data sets from fakir. So let's go ahead and then first install fakir. You can install fakir from GitHub, which is copy this URL, sorry, at least the repository's name. You can use remotes or you can use dev tools. It's up to you. So I'm going to use remotes, which is light install underscore github and say think or open and fakir. So yeah, while the installation is going to happen, so fakir is a product of a group called thinkr, which is an R development house based out of France. They've got a lot of open source contribution for R, and this particular package has been developed by Colin Fay and Sebastian. So a huge shout out to Colin Fay and Sebastian for making this package available for us. So because this is an R development group from France, they have also made some data sets in fakir that is in both French and English. There are some data sets that are only in English, French, and then there are some data sets that are available in both French and English. So what is it asking? It's asking, do we need to update? So given the time, so we'll say we don't want to update anything, just install this package. You can see what kind of data sets are available in fakir. One is support ticket. So if you are familiar with an enterprise business or a consumer business, anytime you get in touch with your customer support service, so that entry gets into something called customer ticket, right? So there are a lot of companies that does this kind of stuff. So that is customer ticket. You have got what is the customer, what kind of problem they have faced, and all those things. So the other thing that they have got is a website visit, which is to emulate something like a Google visit, or if you have got a website, it may not be as comprehensive as Google Analytics or Adobe Analytics, but it is slightly to indicate like the pages that you have got: home, about, blog, and contact page, and what kind of visits they have got for a given timestamp. And then they have got some French data set, which is about transport related, and then you can actually see what kind of things that they have done with the data set. So they've got quite a comprehensive documentation. I would recommend all of you to check it out, and then I would also link this in the description page. We can see fakir has been successfully installed. Let's say library fakir. Okay, when you load the dataset, the dataset has been loaded. So you can see what kind of functions are there for K-based clients. So you can see the documentation, the suggestion that pops up that whether it is available only for English or French. So this dataset based client is available for both English and French. Sondage is available only for French. Sondage people is available only for French, and ticket client is available for both English and French. Fake visit is also available for both English and French. fake visit. Oh, it's available for both English and French. Cool. I think they've got an issue with the description. Cool. So let's start with fake visit. Fake visits, or we'll just say visits. Okay. Fakir fake visit. So now we have created a data set. So let's see what are the parameters that are available in this fake visits. So you can see there is an argument that is from date to date, and then the seed value, which is to say if you want to reproduce this thing, you don't want like something random, right? So you want it to be reproducible. So it looks like when you look at the data set, they've got 1 year data, and so there is a timestamp, which is a time variable. Let's glimpse it. Okay, I've got a load library tidyverse. I'll just do it here itself. Library tidyverse. Okay, and what do we want to do? We want to do glimpse of visits. Okay, that's a typo for me. Glimpse. You can see first one is date, second one is a double, then everything else is integer. So you can also see there are some NAs. Let's count how many missing values we have got. Let's do a summary of visits. Okay, so you've got a lot of missing values. So the thing is, let's say now you want to teach a simple EDA process to someone. So the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to fix missing values, right? So you can probably say, okay, visits filled, visits pipe, and what are you going to get? You are going to get fill of everything. Okay, once you do that thing, let's do summary visits fill. So you don't see any missing values here, right? So you've got just one, but every other missing value is filled. So now we can probably look at the fill data set, and then we can try to understand. Okay, I think it is filled with the download direction, so you can say fill direction. Okay, we'll not get into that. It's probably not required for this thing. So the point is that you have got a data set and you have got a bunch of pages. So let's if you want to teach someone how to visualize something, you can say, okay, visits filled plus geom line of AES. What is your first value? Is there that is time stamp, and then maybe your blog contact. Okay, let's say blog. Cool. So now you have successfully made a plot that that uses fakir. So the point again is it's just a fake data set, but you can see that it slightly resembles like a proper time series plot rather than anything that is very randomly that you generate from a normal distribution. So let's have a look at the other data set. Let's say ticket fakir fake ticket client. Okay, so you need to give volume. Let's say in this case we want 100 or 1000. Let's say 1000. Okay. Let's also have a look at what kind of parameters it has got. So it has got a volume, which is to say the number of tickets you want, and the number of clients or other values that you can look at. Okay, so now let's have a look at this data set. It says that you have got a reference number of clients, and you have got the first name and last name of the person, and what is their job, what is their age. Okay, and you have got ID department. Let's just do a quick summary. Okay, I think you might have noticed that I just simply used pipe operator from the dataset that it has generated, so you don't have any problem with that. So you've got a bunch of missing values which we are not going to deal with at this moment. So you've got priority, timestamp, entry, department, some categorical, and so there's a mix of categorical and continuous variable, right? So that's good to know. If you probably want to do some kind of insight from this thing, probably you can start with, let's say, ticket. I want to look at the first name, or I want to look at the last name, how many times it has appeared, right? Let's do a ticket count last name, how was it? Last, it says last, and arrange descending. Okay, so these are the last names that you have got bunch of values. So if you want to make a plot, oh sorry, if you geom, let's say geom bar, sorry, AES of, okay, I'll just take the top head of 10 or 20, and last comma n. Okay, I'll use call in this case. That's it. You got a, okay, I'll just do n, and x is equal to y is equal to last. So you have got a plot that looks decent. Okay, so this is the idea of this video is to introduce you to fakir, that you can use fakir, the data sets from fakir, to teach data science, especially if you're going to teach data wrangling, data manipulation, data visualization using R, and probably you are part of this tidyverse universe. So it's a good thing to use something like fakir rather than iris. So I hope this video was useful, and if you have any comments, please let me know, and if you have got any suggestions, also please let me know. You can also mention me on Twitter if you have any comments on this video. So thank you for watching. See you in the next video.